Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.
All right, everybody, here we are. This is Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show, and today we have the father of juicing, the Juice Daddy, looking younger than ever and sounding amazing, Jay Kordich. Okay, first, Jay, I do have to say, you were my first introduction to healthy food way back when I had one of your juices from my Juice Man Jr., and it partly saved my life, so thank you so much.
Hey, listen, it's not me that does the work. It's God's foods, fruits and vegetables, the compounds that lie inside in the form of juice. That's what makes your work. That's what saved your life. Not me. I didn't do it. I just showed you a little path to take, you know, the righteous path, the road to health and nutrition.
And not just me, and so many other people you've helped. So how does it feel, Jay, to be such an outspoken leader in such a movement that today is so popular? But when you were doing it, you were considered crazy for doing this, and now you're one of the most famous people in the world because you made this big movement grow so much.
Yeah, it was you know, I took the gauntlet, and I knew this was the right thing, and it helped me. It saved my life, and I knew it was something that all people should know about and practice it in their own kitchen with their own juice machine, and they can become their own cannery. They don't have to buy things out of cans and bottles, you know, that have been pasteurized and all that. You want pineapple juice? The pineapple juice you buy in a store, I don't care what brand you use. I'm not permitted to mention any brands, but you know which ones I'm talking about, the biggest one in the world from Hawaii. But anyway, all that is sterile. Everything you buy in a can or a bottle is sterile. So I was showing people and talking about things that are alive can build live cells and help the body out. Not something that has been on a shelf for months and months and even years on end. You be the cannery. That was my slogan. You be the cannery. You make it fresh and consume it fresh. And you know, that's a simple story. It's a simple story, and it works.
Exactly. And so, Jay, so tell us briefly here. You say that you it saved your life. Were you diagnosed with a sickness or something? What's your story?
What got me started on it, I had cancer of the bladder way back when, and Dr. Max Gerson put me on these juices, and I said, boy, oh boy, this is, you know, and I already knew about juices, but I wasn't applying it. I wasn't using them. But old Dr. Walker, who wrote that book, Raw Vegetable Juices, I mean, lived to be what some people say 116, but I think I saw his death certificate was 111. But he put out the book Raw Vegetable Juices, Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Juices. You know, Become Younger is a great book about the internal organs of the body, and that's old Dr. Walker's book. And he was my mentor, actually. He was my mentor. He was the one that got me on the road to health by making juices and drinking juices every day and living by them for a while, you know?
Did you ever meet him?
Oh yeah, sure.
Wow.
And, you know, it's nice to be vital when you're my age, you know, 86 years old and hanging in pretty good, having had cancer of the urinary bladder years ago, and worked my way through it, you know. I shouldn't say worked my way, juiced my way through it. And I've been flying ever since. So, you know, when something's wrong with you, I go to the rock bottom. I go to natural foods. And the only part of food that is beneficial are the juices. Only the juices of plant life trickle through the intestinal villi, through the portal vein into your liver to reach your bloodstream, to feed your 100 trillion cells. This is the way everyone should eat by. You see? Have your salads and your fruits and eat your almonds and filberts and all that. You know? But drink those juices to feed your 100 trillion cells and to keep you regulated. That's the name of the game. It's the juice of the fiber that feeds you. I'm planning to get back on QVC and Home Shopping Network and things like that, so the general public, quote unquote, can see and get the idea of why you should be making your own juice with your own juice machine in your own kitchen to better yourself and your family. So that's what I'm aspiring to do right now, getting back on television, and I'm just about right for it.
On January 20th, you're going to be on Shop NBC. Check them out, right?
Yeah, they might even have us there for a couple days, you know. My book, Jay Kordich's Live Foods, Live Bodies, you know. It's live foods, live bodies. My other book, The Juice Man's Power of Juicing, reached #1 also. But this one is a sensational book. It talks about, and it's all the recipes that my wife and I, Lynn and I, live by and feed our children by, and put on seminars for everybody that comes to our local seminars, you know. But it's a book that is chock full of not just juice recipes, but food recipes. And it's called Live Foods, Live Bodies. As I get more open like I used to years ago and go to QVC and Home Shopping Network and all that, I haven't been doing too much of that, but I will now that I have all my ducks, so to speak.
You're ready to go, yep.
Ducks in place, you know?
Yeah. Tell us about your new juicer that just came out.
Well, hey, listen, I've been on QVC with it. I'm going to go back on QVC very shortly, so you guys keep looking at it. It's just a great pulp ejector. It's all stainless steel. Everything that touches the juice is made of stainless steel. Great set of blades. Great screen to filter out the pulp and throw the pulp in the back. And what it's good for is you can make juice continually all day long. I can make my world famous lemonade, which is about a half of a lemon and 4, 5, 6 apples, depending on the size of the apples. Make it for you, and you could be drinking 2 glasses of juice while I turn right around without having to clean the juicer, without taking it apart, without having to stop it, and I can make myself spinach and carrot for if I had constipation or if I had digestive disorders. Or I can put green bell pepper in it for the calcium. Or I can do the pineapple juice for people that have arthritis because to get the bromelain out for the joints of the body, you know. So it's simple, and it can be used all day long. You don't really have to clean it all day long. Just go from one juice to the next, and to the next, leave it, come back an hour, 2 hours later, and make another glass of juice without taking the juicer apart and cleaning it. And when you get a juicer that's that effective and that simplistic, boy, oh boy, you've got life in the palm of your hand and you're using it all the time.
Well, Jay, you know, my viewers are going to want to know, since you look so great and you're so healthy at your age, my viewers want to know what your diet is like now and how it's changed over the years, if at all.
It hasn't changed. Once I went on the juice program, it hasn't changed. I even take some colonics and enemas at times, you know, and I try not to eat a lot of cooked food. I try to do everything raw, a lot of salads, lots of fruits, some nuts and seeds and grains of various kinds, and even my grains, I don't actually cook them. When I make an oatmeal, I take the oats and put them in a bowl, and I don't cook it, but I put hot water in it and put some honey and things like that. And so it's all in my book, Live Foods, Live Bodies. But I'm basically a raw foodist. I don't cook a lot of food. I don't eat any animal products at all. So I don't cook a lot of food at all. I try not to put anything in my body that has been altered by heat or anything like that, or processing or chemicals or canning and whatever, you know. And I don't put anything in my body that has shelf life. My basic diet is, like, for instance, right now I've been going crazy over pomegranates, opening them up, eating those little red seeds, chewing them all up. I haven't even made juice out of them yet, you know, but that's basically what I do. I try to stay with foods that are live. And when you stay with foods that are live, those are the things that create new cells and life balance for the cellular structure of the human body. So I'm basically a raw foodist, let's put it that way. Once in a while we'll eat a little bit of soup. Once in a while I have some oatmeal that's heated up a little bit, but that's about it. I stay with raw foods. And basically what I do,
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.